Yesterday in the game between Manchester United and Fulham, I believe there was a very contentious decision that gave Manchester United a penalty in the first half. Now, I didn't actually see this because when Manchester United were playing, I was at work, so I was listening on the radio, and all I heard was it was a penalty. I've since had a lot of inboxes to my social media saying that I need to check out the actual penalty because a lot of people believe it shouldn't have been a penalty. Let's watch back the footage. Right, so I've got my timeline here ready at the right point in this video for the highlights. Let's see why this penalty shouldn't have been a penalty.
There is a VAR holding check.
He throws him down.
Manchester United corner to which we may return.
Hang on a minute. So Mount's getting thrown to the ground, which is a penalty, but Shaw is throwing the Fulham player to the ground at exactly the same time. In fact, hang on, let's go back. Two players there, one from each team doing exactly the same thing. One's throwing one to the ground, the other's throwing the other player to the ground. Okay, let's let them know.
VAR holding check around that last Manchester United corner to which we may return.
So it's passive on Mount. Is what we're being told.
Hang on, like that angle shows it better.
Which we may return.
This angle shows it better. So you have the Man United player being thrown to the ground by the Fulham player, and the Fulham player throwing the Man United player to the ground. Did I just say that right? The Man United player is being thrown to the ground by a Fulham player, and a Fulham player being thrown to the ground by a Man United player.
It's passive on Mount.
So Mount gets thrown down while Luke Shaw throws somebody else down, and they give a penalty. So what's the difference here? Right? If anything, Shaw throws the Fulham player. I don't know who I can't see the Fulham player is. Shaw throws the Fulham player down to who hits the ground first, but Mount is given a penalty for being thrown to the ground for second for the same offence. Right? Why is Luke Shaw's not a free kick? On
VAR holding check around that last Manchester United.
Is it Muniz? Why is Muniz not a free kick? He's down on the ground first. The foul happened just before the Mount one. Right? Why has that been deemed to be a penalty and not a free kick? I've never seen this before where two players from the opposite team have been doing the same foul on each other. So how would you do this? Why does it go to the attacking team? What is it, because it's Manchester United? I don't get why that's not flagged as a free kick as well. The Luke Shaw one. Because it's exactly the same move. That to me, in common sense, should have been, you know what? Either give it a drop ball or give it back to the keeper and get back into your positions, because they're both players from both teams have committed the same foul, the exact same foul. So I don't know why the penalty has been prioritised for Manchester United over the free kick for Fulham. That's ridiculous. Is that big club power? Is that big club power, do you think? Because there's no way on God's earth, right? If Luke Shaw does that on the other side of the field, or outside the box, it's a foul. It's a foul, isn't it? You know what I mean? And they've given it to the attacking team. I'm not being salty because I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm analysing this as a fact. Both players from both teams committed exactly the same foul, but Man United get the rewards. And I want to know why. Because that's ridiculous. But VAR this year has been at its most shocking, and we're only 2 games in. You know what I mean? It's week 2 of the Premier League, and VAR has got so much wrong so far. And it's not the technology. The technology is not the problem. It's the idiots who's running it. So whichever way it comes down, saying we can't get things wrong now because we have the technology that will give us a crystal clear view of what's going on, is still being interpreted wrong by people or numpties running the technology. So it's the same as not having VAR when we all made mistakes. The only difference is we can now see the mistakes that the officials are making because we're getting shown the mistakes. So that's going to make people anti-VAR. It's ridiculous. Do you know, Bruno Fernandes missing that penalty It's probably karma. Anyway, what did you guys think of this video? Let me know in the comments. If you like all sorts of sports news, banter, and decisions like this to be talked about, then hit that like and subscribe. It's the best way to support a creator, and I'll definitely see you all in the next video.